everyone, it's CL, and in today's video I have a book haul. It's a smaller book haul, but it's one that I've been meaning to post. So if you're wondering also why I have like the same shirt on in every video, is because I'm filming a bunch of videos today and I just can't be bothered with trying to switch up my shirt, making it look like a different day. It doesn't matter what day it is, so let's go ahead and get into the haul. So this first book, I just want to get it out of the way because I don't know where I put the cover. I've already started reading this, and that is Hillary Clinton's What Happened. And this is actually a really good book, but it also is one that is hard for me to get through, in the sense I feel really depressed about it. Like every chapter, I just feel so depressed because she's not president. Hillary Clinton is not currently our president. And it makes me think back to the election and how disappointed I was. And then reading this book, it's like so empowering to women, and just thinking of how close we were to having a woman president and having to be reminded of who is in office, and he's still in the news saying stupid stuff. Like, it's so hard for me to get through this book because it's such a reminder of what we could have had and in comparison to what we do have. So I read these chapters and they are inspiring and empowering, but at the same time depressing. It's depressing. So I am nearly done with it, but it's really good. Highly recommend. I'm thinking about actually doing a whole video on it, comparing like what she actually talks about in comparison to what people are saying on Twitter who have clearly not even read the book. But enough ranting about that book. Let's go ahead and get into the other books. So I also picked up this here, which is Wreck This Journal, and it's actually a journal that it gives you little prompts like tear strips, rip it up, sew this page. And I actually seen this on another person's YouTube channel. They did a flip through of their Wreck This Journal, and they were really creative with it. So not only like if there was a page that said like step on this page, like get your shoe and step on the page, they like really jazzed it up and stepped on the page and then add colors, and it was just really amazing. So I wanted to try it too, and it looked like a lot of fun, so I picked up this Wreck This Journal. The next book that I picked up is a sequel, and it's called These Dazzling Heights, and this is the sequel to The 1000th Floor, I think it's called, and it is a YA novel, and it's one of those novels that feels like a guilty pleasure. And going into the first novel, I didn't think that I would like it, but it left me so anticipating with what was going to happen next, and it was so drama filled, like I can't help it. This is now my guilty pleasure. So I am going to read this book here, and I hope we find some answers, because last book kind of left us with a lot of loose ends. These two books go hand in hand because it's the Omnibus 1 and Omnibus 2 of Blade of the Immortal by Hiroki Samura. I read the back, and it sounded like really good. So I decided on a whim to pick up the omnibus for Omnibus 1 and 2. And actually, these little mangas here are gonna lead me into a Barnes & Noble rant that I have coming up. So that rant video is on its way. But I'm hoping that, rant aside, that these will distract me and that they'll be enjoyable to read. And last items of the haul are actually children's books, and I picked What Do You Do with an Idea, and I flipped through it in Barnes & Noble, and I think it has a really good message, so I picked it up for my daughter. And I also picked up I Need My Monster. Now this book is about monsters. I flipped through it. It's really colorful and beautiful. And I also have a little soft spot for this book because one of my daughter's first little books that they had all those textures on it, you know, like the very first books they have for children are the ones that have like textures they can feel. And hers was like, That's Not My Monster. I think that's what the book was called. That's Not My Monster. So I'm coming back full circle now that she's a little older, back with the monsters. So yeah, that is the end of my book haul. It was really brief, but I am going to hopefully be entertained for a while. So other than that, thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below in the comments what the last book you picked up was. And that's it. That's all I have for now. So see you later.